Good morning, everyone. One here from Miller & Sons Classic Cars. I am today working on, just seem to cooperate with me here. I'm working on my 2006 Mustang. I can't tell if it's, I'm still working on the angle of this camera deal. So I've already loosened up the two hose clamps. What we're going to do today is change out the throttle body on this. Now I'll be in and out of the camera here a little bit, going and getting tools and whatnot. I'll bring you guys in a little closer and show you. If you look down below, right in here, I changed all that thermostat housing from the plastic to the metal a couple years ago. Last year. This car will be going down the road. It throws a wrench light, throws a throttle body code, and then quits. And then you have to disconnect the battery and reset the computer and start all over again. And sometimes it'll be fine and sometimes it won't. So what it looks like we need here is a couple 10 millimeters. I'm gonna need a screwdriver so I can loosen up I can pop the safety clips on them. And we'll see what's happening. So we'll get back to this. I'm trying to get this thing to tilt some more, guys. I'm new at using these stands, so there's a good view right there. So bear with me a little bit, if you will, as we're looking for new content and stuff. As you see, we're not at our shop today doing this. We're working down here at the other shop. Of course, dropping your tools is always great. So you guys have heard me talk many times about not having a way to edit the videos like some of the bigger guys. Editing the video like some of the bigger guys. So there's a YouTuber named Uncensored America. Look him up. His name is Larry. He does a lot of political stuff. He has a pretty popular channel, especially if you're from Ohio. Look him up. He deals with a lot of stuff in Northwest Ohio area. That one doesn't seem to want to come off there, so I think we'll wait till we get it apart to take it off there. But if you look up his channel, I know Larry, and he is gonna start seeing what he can do about. Whoa, that's what we didn't want to happen, right? How about ruining our day? We just snapped off the first bolt. But I have talked with him, and he's going to do some work for us. And how are we recording here? Yeah, okay. My phone was doing something weird there, so we snapped off the first. He's going to do some editing for us and stuff. Boy, I hope they don't all go this way. That's going to be odd. That's a long bolt to have how much of it broke off. There'll be 4 bolts here. pretty nasty, doesn't it? It does. Get down in here and see if we can push this off of there. We don't want to break it, so we got to be very careful, guys. Plastic clips on there. Okay, so we have the throttle body off, and you can see there's a lot of buildup inside there. Even some oil buildup possibly. Has some issues here at some point with a sensor. So I would say be very careful on how you do that. I'm going to find something to see if we can break loose that bolt. Well, we're going to try some vice grips here. I don't know that this is the right tool for the job. I don't think that's going to work, guys. That's for our bigger bolt. Yeah, that's going to break, guys. Oh my God. That's going to break. Alright, so I sprayed it with some PB Blaster. Gave it a couple minutes to soak. Oh yeah, there we're turning. Hopefully the whole thing's turning. Let's man, guys, you guys hear that? That is not a good thing. These intakes are plastic with a metal sleeve in it. Horrible idea. I might be turning the whole sleeve. I guess I should probably look at that. Which, I mean, that's what it is. No, the sleeve's not turning. We are turning the bolt. We'll have to match one up at the hardware store. To one of the other ones. See if we can come up with something to fit it. There's a O-ring there. I'm gonna clean that up on the surface of this plastic, which really ain't much to it. I want to make sure I have a good seal up there. I want to put this thing back together. Ford uses a lot of this plastic shit, and man, it just doesn't seem to work. I mean, it cracks, it breaks, it gets hot. You would have thought that they would have done a recall on that, but like this whole unit for the thermostat housing and the thermostat top, it just doesn't make any sense why they would use plastic. That's a long bolt, guys. A little bit of a tedious process here. I guess you just gotta, every day, you've heard the story that 30-minute project turned into a 3-day project over one broken bolt, and that is so true. So many times in my life that's happened. And you hear a lot of people that say, well, can't I do that myself? Well, you can, as long as you can fix the problem that you're gonna have if you break something. I really need a smaller pair of vice grips. I don't have a smaller pair with me here. Well, we're just spinning on that now. Tightened up on us. A little bit bigger bolt might have been a better option for Ford right here. Boy, we gotta be getting close to that, guys. I didn't want to heat this because of the plastic housing, even though it's a metal sleeve in it. You know, you start heating stuff like that, you can run into some problems. There we go, starting to spin on that part of it. Close. 1/2 a turn at a time, I guess. I don't normally recommend using vice grips on projects. Spin it out of there. Completely broken bolt, guys. First one, luckily, thank God. The Lord blessed us there, hands down. So we'll need to go to the hardware store and match up a bolt. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna pause this. You don't really need to watch us go to the well, I'll have to get a ride to the hardware store. I don't have anything here to drive. So we'll be back soon.